Hi, my name is Bob Britting, President of Health Initiatives. Over a 24-month period, Health Initiatives completed the development of communications architecture, behavioral strategy, and implementation for 4 major pharma brands, covering 3 different diseases and conditions, including female health, diabetes, and oncology, as well as a vendor restructuring. Communications architecture and behavioral strategy are often inextricably linked. I'm going to start with communications architecture. Behavioral strategy will be addressed in a separate video. Our experiences cross many verticals, including having served as marketing directors, market research directors, executive directors, and chief strategists in sales management. The purpose of these 3.5-minute videos is to provide some insight on the process and demonstrate the types of benefits that can be garnered by pharmaceutical companies. We deal with a vast and diverse number of problems, and there's usually one common thread that has 4 strands making up its core strength. 1 is the lack of communications among critical stakeholders. 2, the lack of structure, or there are some flaws in the current structure. Static or lost sales, and of course profits and margins. These revelations came in the form of market research, input from sales or management, or the finance department. Sometimes the issues were between the marketing department and the advertising firms. Some vendors did not have the appropriate structure that's vital to the success of strategies in keeping costs down. Sometimes vendor staffing needed to be revisited and adjusted to accommodate the return on investment necessities or professional synergies, one of our more recent successes. The point I'm making is that the companies that hired these vendors knew they needed outside experts that they could trust and rely on to do 3 things. 1, analyze. 2, take the ball and run with it. And 3, develop actionable solutions on which they could take immediate measures. Back to the communications architecture. On a macro level, communications architecture involves 4 things. First, gathering input and analyzing all of the circumstances that can have a domino effect on decision making. This requires interfacing with our clients before we do anything. Our goal is to understand the impact the issue is having on strategies and objectives. This process goes beyond standard market research, which can only go so far. We carefully review appropriate and available primary and secondary market research, as well as consult with the key internal stakeholders, including, if necessary, field staff and our customers. We call it the 450-degree dialogue intercept. Second, we determine if our customer, the vendor, and the stakeholders are all on the same strategic and tactical page. If not, our goal is to define exactly what those differences are. Third, we provide recommendations that will in fact result in more effective, efficient operational structure associated with communicating and targeting audiences, both professionally and with consumers and patients. Our ultimate goal is to ensure interdepartmental and intra-organizational communications that are sound and open. Fourth, we develop a cogent description of how to go forward, oftentimes affecting entire marketing strategies and tactical development with special focus on innovation and motivational change. Critically, communications architecture development does not allow revenues and profits to be left on the table due to inefficiencies and a lack of communications. We do not write your marketing plans. We do not develop your sales strategies. We do, however, team with your company to understand how to enhance your relationships with your vendors. We do ensure that the planning is being carried out the way you want it to be carried out. We're going to end it here because we simply are trying to give an overview of the programs. Each brand and company are different. If you'd like to know more about communications architecture, contact us at robert.britting@thehiedge.com. If you want to know more about our thoughts about behavioral strategy, check the other videos on this website, and thanks for your time.